The court then asked the defendant if he had anything to add, whereupon the following transpired at the time of the litigation. The defendant: that's not my record, that's my cousin. He got the same name as me, that's not me. The court: anything else, sir? The defendant: this is my first time. The court: anything else? Defense counsel: nothing else, Your Honor. Immediately after this exchange, the court pronounced sentence stating, after the deliberation and after having read the probation report, after listening to the assistant district attorney considering the nature of the crime and the defendant's prior record, and I've taken into consideration that this may not be his record, all right, I'm going to base it upon this sentence, based upon the crime that was charged and the verdict of the jury on this case. The court gives the following judgments of sentence, emphasis applied. The court then recalled some of the details of the trial and agreed with the jury's rejection of the defendant's proffered intoxication defense. The court opined that this was an intentional, cold-blooded shooting and then imposed a sentence of 20 years to life. On appeal, the defendant inter alia challenged his sentence as excessive. He did not explicitly raise his present claims. Analyzing the issue purely as one of excessiveness and treating this as a first conviction, this court declined to disturb the sentence imposed. See People versus Orenza, 202, Appellate Division 2nd, 693. 610, New York Supplement 2nd, 828. By notice of motion dated November 24th, 1997, the defendant moved pro se pursuant to CPL 440.20 to vacate his sentence based upon 1. The prosecutor's proffer and the court's alleged reconsideration of the inaccurate information at sentencing, and 2. Defense counsel's alleged lack of preparedness in failing to correct the error. The defendant argues that after the District of Criminal Justice Services refused his requests to correct the incorrect information from his NYSID file, he corresponded with the Federal Bureau of Investigation, which upon a fingerprint analysis accurately concluded that he had no other criminal convictions. The defendant characterized the prosecutor as vindictive for knowingly proffering false information, and trial court as ineffective for not rebutting the prosecutor's proffer. Indeed, the defendant contended defense counsel implicitly conceded the accuracy of the information by trying to downplay its significance, arguing that he had the right to be sentenced based upon accurate information. The defendant asked that his sentence be vacated and that he be resentenced. The people opposed the motion on 3 grounds. First, while they conceded that the prosecutor may have proffered factually incorrect information concerning the defendant's prior criminal record, the people categorically denied that the prosecutor knowingly acted in an improper way. Secondly, the people argued that defense counsel vigorously contested the prosecutor's allegations, and this was not ineffective. Finally, the people argued that the court stated at sentencing that the imposition of a sentence of 20 years to life was based upon the brutal and senseless nature of the violent murder perpetrated by the defendant and not upon the prosecutor's misrepresentations. This, the people argued, the court denied the defendant's motion. By order entered June 18, 1998, the court denied the motion holding in pertinent part. Defendant claims that counsel was ineffective because of his representation of sentencing. Defendant's claims are belied by the record. Counsel vigorously advocated on defendant's behalf, and indeed the court disregarded the district attorney's comments.